Oh, sweet Manitoba. They lifted the tariff on the real ones. Didn't have to roll them this time. Yes. Okay. Oh, so much going on. Tiger. Well, first, Pete Buttigieg just announced he's going to be running for president of the United States. Mayor Pete. And he gets my full endorsement as a campaign manager myself. He just says, Pete 2020. None of these fancy slogans. Pete 2020, yes. But fuck that. Tiger Woods, yes. Oh, yes, Tiger Woods. Masters at Augusta winner. Holy shit, he is back. His 15th major. He played a magnificent game like days of yore. Before Hank Haney Golf School ruined his game and got in his head. And Tiger started doing those covert paratrooper military exercises. Yes. He would paratroop it. We'll get into that later. Yes. Masters champion after a 15-year stretch. He first won when he was 21 years old, and now he is 43 and he is back. Eldrick Taunt Tiger Woods. Yes. One of, if not the, taunt. T-O-N-T. Taunt. Wait a minute. Eldrick? E-L-D-R-I-C-K. Eldrick Taunt Woods. Well, who cares? The red shirt and the green jacket, and it's Christmas Day in the golf world. And speaking of which, I have a huge surprise. A giant gift from me to you. A Rusty Report World exclusive. I have obtained a copy of William Barr's redacted Mueller Report. I have obtained an advanced copy. No one has seen it. Here it is. Here it is, the Mueller, the redacted, color-coded Mueller Report. Right here, people, this is it. Now, it's been heavily redacted. You can see here these color-coded sections are redacted, so look at this. This entire front section is completely redacted in green. Then you get to the next section of this redacted Mueller report, which is completely unredacted. See? Completely unredacted, this section here. And it says, it says Hillary's emails. Ha-ha. Do you see that? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, this thing is fucking heavy. Again, this is the unredacted Bill Barr Mueller report, and I have noted where the actual redactions are. There's hardly that many. Most of it is color-coded and completely redacted. But when we get to the orange section, we have our first unredaction. It says Trump. Do you see that? Then we have a bunch more pages. It goes to the end of the orange section. It gets to the red section. And this is the next redaction. It says is. Trump is. And then you get to the end of the red section here, or the middle of it, and it says clearly the most sophisticated, organized, unprecedented and then there's some more redactions, and we get to the pink section, and it says individual. Trump is clearly the most sophisticated. And then, there's a couple more. It says, The next one is down in the pink section. It says, not a Russian spy. And then the last one is the very last page of the yellow section in back. Everything else is redacted. And then it says, obvious collusion and obstruction. Oh, it says no. Right there. No obvious collusion and obstruction. Oh, he's cleared. He's cleared. That's the Mueller report. Yes. Oh my God, it's heavy. I'm tired. Let me have some of this rusty tea. The rusty report, we have broken the news. Individual 1 says he still plans to go through on his diabolical plot to dump illegal immigrants into Democratic-controlled sanctuary cities as retribution for not getting his slat fence named Peaches. Hey, I think this is a great idea. Hold on now. There's a civil war coming up in 2020. These migrants are supposed to be these super tough professional wrestler tattooed hombres, right? Well, the sanctuary cities will need these recruits. They will come in handy in the upcoming civil war between the red and the blue, and I think we know which side they will be on, yes. Come, Austin is a freedom city. We're not allowed to have sanctuary cities in Texas, so we're a freedom city. Come on in. Well, they already are. The president went so far as to tell the now acting Homeland Security Secretary that he should dump the migrants even though it is against the law. The acting Homeland Security Secretary, and then Trump will pardon the guy. Then he goes around telling these border agents on the border to actually do this, and he leaves the room, and the guy in charge goes, no, don't do that. It's against the fucking law. Why can't individual 1 just go crazy like old Uncle Otis and just be a fun, whimsical guy with joy to vivre? Why does he have to be going crazy, like turned into this crazy evil villain crazy? Oh, and I'm telling you, it's like we Americans are passengers in the MAX 8 737 Starship Trump America. And the software is glitching and it's nosediving us and we're trying to pull it out. But another tweet comes out and it starts nosediving, pulling us down to this inevitable crash. And we're like the Boeing pilots and the passengers going, hey, we have no idea. We're all just watching this thing do whatever dangerous, stupid, deadly thing it wants. What else? Did y'all see John Kerry testifying about climate change? And this Republican, Mr. Massey, this young nerd trying to be all tough against war hero John Kerry. He goes, Mr. Kerry, you claim to have a science degree from Yale University. And Kerry goes, I have a liberal arts degree. And Mr. Massey goes, in political science? And Kerry goes, oh, yeah, it's a liberal arts degree in political science. Yes, and Massey's like, so, Mr. Kerry, you have a pseudoscience degree, and yet you talk of climate change. It was so lame. And Kerry goes, are you fucking kidding me, nerd? You want me to gut you with this bayonet? I keep hitting it in my left boot at all times. What else? They had this Japanese boy band on Saturday Night Live called BTS. Boy, that sucked. Representative Omar is in trouble for exercising her right for free speech again. See how I did that? She supposedly said the horrendous events of 9/11 were because some people did something. Well, let me tell you what she said. This is not her native language, and that's her problem is emphasis. She basically said, since 9/11, Muslims have been treated poorly. Muslims get treated like shit because some people did something, you know? She is too clever by half. She's actually saying the people who flew into 9/11 aren't even really Muslims. And she's also diminishing them and not the event. Too clever by half. What else? Cory Booker kicked off his presidential campaign yesterday. His slogan is justice for all. Justice for all. Again, I'm available to run one of these Democratic campaigns. The key here is to be funnier And more entertaining than individual one, he has this great comic timing, this flair, and all this material. And he just kills at his rallies for hours. The Democrats need a funny candidate and like a sax player. Beto, call me. Elizabeth Warren, I can jazz up your act. Call me or send some smoke signals or something. Oh, taxes are due. Yes, taxes are due. Well, not for everybody. Individual one's tax returns are never due. Well, they are due April 23rd now, but after that, when will they be due? Should he be the only human being in history to keep his tax returns hidden under congressional threat of subpoena now? Stay tuned. Democratic presidential hopeful Andrew Yang has announced that he is going to launch a hologram campaign. We will have a hologram of Andrew Yang mixing it up at the coffee houses and town halls. And then I think he's going to have a robot debate firm he built with weapons. What else? I watched Sanjay Gupta's, I got my throat. We have a record high pollen count. I watched Sanjay Gupta's new show, Chasing Life, which is like medicinal version of the Anthony Bourdain show. And Gupta strikes me as this guy who doesn't spend a lot of time on adventures, let's say. It's not really his wheelhouse. He's a little delicate. He's like, ooh, a mouse! And he's in Japan where everyone is stressed out from working too much. So they have these places you go where you sit with owls. There's owls all over to de-stress you. And he goes in there and there's all these owls and he sits down and they hook him up with an owl. And the owl is sitting on his glove like a falcon. And he's going, Sanjay Gupta's going, this is a bird of all I don't see relaxing. I see a bird of prey. I'm not relaxing. Ah! He bit me, ah! Then he goes for acupuncture, and the guy starts in on him, and he's like, I hate needles, were you going to use needles? It's acupuncture. I swear when this blind acupuncture is finished, and he goes, you now feel relaxed, and your chi is flowing, your head blockage has been released, and Sanjay Gupta's like, I think I just feel good because you're not sticking any more needles in me.